irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Oh, you irresponsible without your money or not. Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Come like a bat of the hell, I dare you to cross like a reverend. And my energy paralyzed, I'm like I'm finger 11. Take a second, I'm finna send it like a bearing a message. You the best, if it ain't me, then you need you a confession. You a mess, you ain't scary to me. Heard you was a leader, but that ain't apparent to me. Put dust on you like cheetah, run up and I'm airing the scene. And I feel just like Vegeta Prince and I'm an heir to the seat. I mean, for real. Touch the driver's soft so I don't even grab the wheel. That's on my chest, but it don't mean the man is stealing. Man, I'm walking with some money, man, I mean a couple mil. Ew, think you need a meal. You ain't even eating while I'm feasting in the field. That's why I'm always cheesing, cause I feel like Uncle Phil. And all those losers think the freshman ain't half the man as well. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil his plot. Heard him sneaking in, so we just ran in the spot. And then we spin the block around just like the hell on the clock. Are you irresponsible without your money or not? Thought he had a plan, but we gon' foil. Spin the block around just like the hands on the clock. Just like the hands on the clock, I go back to back when I'm doing numbers. All the mad that I'm driving the bus, so they threw me under. Heard they mad, they don't want to bust, so they boo each other. Think that they're the winning team, go losing, then they choose another. And that's okay, cause I'm competing with me, not you. I live with blessings like I can't stop sneezing, not you. I hate to break about me and my self-talk too. I blow away the competition like a bowl of hot soup. And there's no catch, I go and get the back.
We find ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Just a short time ago, sounds loud enough to reverberate across the Rockies. They're ready for football in Denver as the Broncos get set to do battle with the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Taken in the end zone. And no run back here, so they'll bring it out to the 25. First carry for Austin Eckler, who's a Colorado native. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down. Eckler, of course, the Chargers' #1 running back this year, now that Melvin Gordon is on the opposite sideline with the Broncos. But even with those two backs, the Chargers 28th in the NFL in rushing in 2019. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And tough going there as he'll only get it up to about the 31. They follow up the gain of 5 by only getting 1 there on 2nd down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. And it's complete. Henry. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Herbert hooking up with Henry that time for the Charger first.
First down, Los Angeles.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Running on first down, Eckler. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
At the 39-yard line.
Well, it's hard to have vision as a runner and find a hole when there's nothing but defenders in your way. They stacked that one up really well. But give him credit. Instead of trying to bounce it out and turn it into a big play, which might have turned into a big loss, kind of just took his medicine there and took the 1 yard.
Brought down by Bryce Callahan. A 3-yard gain on the play. Brings up 3rd down.
Going to throw on third down with Herbert. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Now you're dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
Following the fumble recovery, it's Locke. Got Gordon open, completes it. 5 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
57, Mike. Mike 57. Hey, let's get this smoke. 57's the Mike. Mike 57. Check, 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 check.
To throw again on second down. Locke. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Uchenna and Nwosu got the sack there. And, Charles, part of the reason they lost last week, they didn't have a single sack. Well, they changed that quickly.
But did they ever? And it was something they talked about with us extensively. They needed to get pressure. How were they going to get to the quarterback? Obviously, they schemed themselves into a great play, didn't they?
24 is the mic. All day, baby, all day. 24 is the mic. Guys, it's game situation. Let's go.
That's going to set him back 5 yards. After the delay, they're backed up even further for third and long.
24 is the mic. I got it. 24 is the mic. Let's go. 24 is the mic.
From the gun, it's Locke. And that is incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a change of possession here on the punt. And the Chargers will be backed up deep to begin their drive as they take over 1st and 10. The Charger drive about to get going. And a fumble last time. Ball security. Talk about it all the time in the National Football League. They've got to be better at it on this drive.
Don't you think that when every team gets together for the first time, I don't care if it's OTAs, mini camps, first day of camp in the regular season, ball security comes up about, what, the second sentence of the coach's address?
And those are so many drills focus on that.
All the time, and they do drills to make it even tougher to simulate game situations. Doesn't always work out, though.
On second down, Eckler. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
He's brought down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Herbert on third down now. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
inside the 20 before he's brought down. They went 3 and out on their first drive. Things already looking better here. 1st and 10.
Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
The ball carrier.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Coming up on 2nd and 7.
50 seconds. Mike, 50 seconds. 80 weapon. 80 weapon. Check nickel.
Now a carry for the forward first-round pick of the Chargers. It's Melvin Gordon. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
No gain on the play. Leads to 2nd and goal at the Chargers' 4-yard line.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos have taken the early lead.
Brandon McManus.
A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Brandon McManus to kick off for Denver.
Now McManus on to kick this one off.
Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Out of the gun, Eckler running it. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Give them 12 yards there, and the Chargers have a 1st down.
4-yard line.
With Melvin Gordon moving on to Denver, Austin Eckler is officially the Chargers' #1 option at the running back position. Gordon spent a lot of time holding out last year. Eckler took full advantage with a breakout season. 92 receptions, 993 yards, and 8 touchdowns. He was in the top 10 in the league in receptions, receiving touchdowns, and all-purpose yards.
A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Coleman. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
The ball carrier.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up
from the gun. It's a handoff to Coleman. And he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
Tackle made by Shelby Harris.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
The Chargers on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. Out of the gun, Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
A gain of 3 yards. It's now 4th down.
Here we go on 4th. Herbert. And that is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at the 20. Lock working out of the gun. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now they run from the gun with Gordon. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. For Melvin Gordon, he's certainly up for this one. He's going to get a chance at least twice a year to take on his former teammates, as he spent 5 years in a Charger uniform, but now he'll be doing his work against his old mates. Throwing his Lock on 3rd down. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
42-yard line.
Lock now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
And that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's go, D. Tighten up. Let's 57.
Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Lock to throw. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down. Casey Hayward with a sack on the well-timed corner blitz. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result?
Sack.
Quarterback gets hit.
So 3rd and long now for Lock and the Broncos following the sack.
Check Mike 57. Mike 57. Not today, you are. Not today. 57. Mike 57. Here we go, G. Echo. Defense on deck.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter.
Set. Mike 50. Clear. Bravo. 57's the Mike. Watch 57. It's a party now. 57's the Mike. 57's the Mike. Watch a slant. Watch a slant. Watch a slant.
On 3rd and long, it's Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about this offense already feeling good about themselves with a touchdown already in their first drive? They've certainly come out firing, even though that one was incomplete.
With the 7-0 lead, more apt to take a shot like that downfield?
Hey, you're 1 to the good. Go ahead and try and pressure advantage.
We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit from the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Coming up at halftime, I'll go from one personality, that's you, Charles Davis, to another one in Orlando, the coach. He'll have stats and scores from around the NFL. You and Jonathan Coachman, both larger than life.
No doubt about it.
But you're stuck with me in this booth,
yes,
and he's miles away and smiling.
And happy.
And he's got it across midfield and into Denver territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
7-yard line.
You know what really fires up offensive linemen? When the guy that is carrying the ball behind them can create his own space and break a tackle along the way.
Here's Herbert now on 2nd down. It's caught inside the 25. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 22-yard line. A first down there on a pickup of 25. A handoff, it's Eckler. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half.
14-yard line.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. On the give, this is Eckler. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9.
Ball carrier.
That play gets them 6 yards and sets them up with a 1st and goal.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try the right side with Eckler. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
12-yard line.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. They'll try the air now with Herbert. And he's into the end zone. Chargers touchdown.
Touchdown, L.A.
That touchdown, Charles, the first rushing TD of his rookie year.
I don't know that he's going to be Lamar Jackson or Russell Wilson or Josh Allen at this stage of his career, but he's got youth on his side. Those young legs, he put them to good use there, didn't he?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it'll be 2nd down. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Lock. Able to get this to Gordon.
And he'll be out of bounds at the 25-yard line. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
7.
The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down.
Move. Hey. You got 3. 3 down. 24 is the mic. 24 is the mic.
Shotgun snap to Lock. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And he will be brought down. His time is now run out on this first half of action. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a tie ball game here heading to break. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off by Dante Hightower. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. 1 play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 17th touchdown now on the season. And the Chargers have taken the lead. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, coming into this one, we expected that this offense would have trouble with this defense, and that's exactly the way that this game has gone. Pressure in his face. Coverage downfield has been tight. That led to another incompletion. This defense, they're exactly who we thought they were coming into this one.
19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
57, Mike, 57. Watch the run. 57's Mike. Mike, 57. Watch the pass. 57's the Mike.
Throwing on 1st down is Lock. He completes this to Sutton. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A huge play there for Denver. And even 50 yards.
At the 6-yard line.
plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jerry Jeudy with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. The PAT up and good, but hold on a second. There is a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. Open man, it's Allen. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a 1st down. They'll run here with Eckler. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Virgil Green is tied in, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got a man. It's Williams. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 41-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 41. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the 1st down carry.
The tackle.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3.
7-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 3. At the 34-yard line.
It's Eckler again. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30.
Austin Eckler.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football in that situation. That's almost a tendency breaker.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Here is Eckler.
winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
The ball carrier.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. Now they hand off to Coleman, and he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. A yard in the wrong direction makes third down tougher. Third down and 9.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
They got to get to the 20 to keep the drive alive on third down. From the gun, Herbert. He's got his man. It's Williams. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. On the ground, it's a handoff to Coleman. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Now Eckler. Now he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Austin Eckler, his 2nd TD of the game and 18th of the year. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Chargers 21, Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's sails because they had it going pretty good last time, too.
Had to sit over there for a little while, didn't they? You know, they were eager, amped up to get back on the field after just scoring, hoping to get the ball back quickly. That didn't happen, so I'd say come out, just kind of get started again. You know, it doesn't have to be anything dramatic. Just get moving, get loose again, and see if they can get it downfield.
He's got his big tight end, Fant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards on the pickup, and the Broncos are going to have a new set of downs. Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
24 is the mic. 6-man.
Operating from the gun. Lock. Eluding the pressure right. And now he's going to use his legs. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
And that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, they'll run with Gordon. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
This is Gordon as they go to him again. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. They'll run for it. It's Freeman. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down.
1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
57, Mike, 57. You, fellas, let's go. You. 57 is Mike, Mike 57. Not here. 57 is the Mike, Mike 57. Hey, get the weight. Check 99, Topper.
They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down.
You know, Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He'll let this go deep for Sutton. And Locke throws another one. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. He looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
The Charger drive about to get going. Another important 4th quarter series coming up. That last INT helping to maintain their slim advantage. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the 4th quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, 4th quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
And the Chargers first down.
First down, and they stick with Eckler. 20. Touchdown, L.A.
The ball carrier.
Austin Eckler, 50 yards. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
He's got it as they double up the lead. This one's now 28-14.
Chargers 28, Broncos 14.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it.
25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do.
57 is the mic. Watch 57.
Locke will try again on second down. Now Locke, he lost the football. It's out. Fortunate to get that football back, because trailing here in the second half, last thing they needed was to lose the possession.
And the word I think of here is opportunity, because it could have been lost there, their chance to score points. But the opportunity for the defense was to go ahead and really close this game down if they were able to get possession.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Locke. Open man. He completes it to Judy. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
57. Rip right. 57. Mike, 57. Let's go, defense. Let's go, defense.
Locke to throw for it on 4th. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a first down. Felt compelled to go for it there on 4th down, trailing in the 4th quarter. They got it done.
And there's always a lot of pressure on a 4th down call. Doesn't matter the distance. You still have to get it done, as you noted, and they did.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
It leads to 2nd and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Hey, we got 3 down. 24 is the mic. I'm scared. 24 is the mic.
Play action. Now it's Locke. Dancing to his left. Again, he targets Judy, and this time the catch made. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Open man is Gordon, complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Clock management definitely critical here if they want to get back in this game.
Absolutely agreed. They have to up the tempo in this case, down a couple of scores. Want to make sure they have a chance to win this ball game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
You got 3 down. 24 is the mic. You better be afraid of me. 24 is the mic. Watch it. Go.
Now Locke again. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, I think that was good strategy there, trying to go right back to him after the last completion. But this time, the defense was all over him, and they got there to break that one up.
3 down. 24 is the mic. Get him. 24 is the mic.
Locke again here on 2nd and 10. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
And that's one of those plays where it's hard to keep 2 eyes on the football when you know the contact's coming, let alone getting 2 hands around it, hugging it to your body, and absorbing the hit, even for those big tight ends who you would think could absorb that contact.
24 is the mic. Here we go, D. 24 is the mic. I'm coming up to that.
On 3rd down, Locke. Out quickly to Judy. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game.
Watch the slant. 24 is the mic. Right here. 24 is the mic. Hey, let's get up.
Lock now on first down. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, but it's going to be second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Tim Patrick that time, and it's third down. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Locke. And that throw intercepted. It's Chris Harris, the Pro Bowl corner. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. A 2nd and 11 from the 19. Once more, here's Eckler. And some room to maneuver. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for the Chargers, it's a win they needed, if for nothing else in their sanity, as they move to 4-6. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Buffalo.